Child labor is a menace. It is degrading and saps the human spirit. It denies the child of a future, and it is illegal. In the Philippines, while there is permissible child work, laws are in place that seek to provide special protection to children from all forms of abuse. Neglect, cruelty, exploitation, and discrimination, and other conditions prejudicial to their development, including child labor and its worst forms. The most comprehensive of these is Republic Act No. 9231, an act providing for the elimination of the worst forms of child labor and affording stronger protection for the working child. Yet child labor in the country painfully persists, as shown by the National Statistics Survey on Children, indicating there are 5.492 million working children of the 29.19 million children aged 5 to 17 years old in 2011. 3.028 million of this number are considered child laborers, 2.993 million of whom are in hazardous child labor. Where are the Filipino child laborers? They are scattered across the regions, working in trying, often health and life-threatening conditions, and suffering from varying degrees of deprivation and economic want. They are mostly in the farms, weeding plantations, planting and harvesting rice, corn, tobacco, and bananas, or gathering raw materials for handcrafts. Like Alejandro Soriantes of Barangay Lumbangan, Mabinay, Negros Oriental, at age 10, he had to drop out of school to help his mother Wilma in weeding out and scattering fertilizer in sugarcane farms. They are helping out, unpaid, in family businesses, driving pedicabs or trolleys, or even into construction and store quarrying. They are in the mines like Patrick Tagalo, who, at 10, was already engaged in pocket gold mining in Antamok, Benguet, where he earned 6,000 a month. When he was 13, Patrick transferred to Barangay Fidelesan, Sagada Mount Province, where he mined gold ores, earning 20,000 a month. As a miner, Patrick worked 6 hours a day inside a pocket mine, measuring 6 feet tall and 2 meters wide, without any personal protective equipment. At 16, he had contracted a kidney problem, attributed to his exposure to hazardous chemicals and hard physical labor. Child laborers are in sugarcane farms like Rolando Mino, who at 14 had dropped out of school to become a full-time sakada. Like his father, Rolando is a migratory worker for hire. Already indebted by 8,000 pesos to his recruiter, Rolando labors for long hours at a minuscule pay in sugarcane plantations in Negros Occidental and Tarlac, battling loneliness and fatigue for as long as 3 to 4 months away from Barangay Mamba, Madalag, Aklan, where his family lives. There are many more Rolandos in such places as Butong, Quezon, Bukidnon, Asagra, Tanjay, Negros Oriental and Antipolo, Pontevedra, Negros Occidental. Child laborers are cleaning buses, scavenging at garbage dumps, and hauling off logs. In Barangay Bagang Jabonga, Agusan del Norte, many children are not spending childhood as they should and not enjoying the learning environment of school as they must. They while their formative years away, hauling off logs, a back-breaking task that pays 50 pesos per log hauled. In Barangay Bulatok, Pagadian City, Dindo, only 10 years old, sees hope in every bus arriving at the city's bus terminal. As passengers alight, he rushes to meet them to beg for some pennies and leftovers. Even in perilous seas, child laborers have learned to earn as fish dealers or banqueros. Reginald Quizon of Iniban, Ayungon, Negros Oriental was a former pescador, a paaling, deep-sea fish worker who dives 20 to 40 meters without a breathing apparatus, except for a compressor hose that he also uses to scare fishes into a net. He used to dive daily in a 45-day cycle during a 10-month fishing expedition before he retired for good. We can end child labor and save our children. We can chart them a future that is better than where they are now.
Ako ay may pangarap na wala nang maghihirap. Tayo ay magtutulungan. ginhaway ating makakamtan.